in pandemics like this pandemic. Oh, to be found in Him. And many of us are still living way beneath our privileges. And we're living way beneath our authority. There's no doubt about it. He has all the power we need. And He has given us authority to execute and to appropriate that power in the last days. There's never been a people like the bride of Jesus Christ and who she's created to be in the last hour. Because she will not only operate in the power of Jesus Christ, but in the authority of Jesus Christ. And I want you to know something. You don't need as much power if you've got more authority. But God's been good to us. Because Jesus said, I give you power over all powers. How much power does the believer have? I don't know how to measure it, but I know this: the believer has power over all the powers of the enemy. So anything you've seen the devil do, you carry power that is greater than what the enemy can do. And you carry authority to execute that power. Then why don't we see that in our lives? Because we're not picking it up. Because we got so much else in our hands. How many of you know there comes a time to lay everything down and just say, I got to take up what I need to get by in such an hour as this? In moments like this, in days like these, in hours like these hours, in pandemics like this pandemic. Oh, to be found in Him. To know that His resurrection power is working on the inside. Hallelujah. How do we know that the life of Jesus Christ is actively operating on the inside of us? We know it by faith. We take it by faith. We accept it by faith. But we discern it by our desires. Our choices are based on our desires. And someone can tell you all day long, I don't want that. That's not what I'm actively pursuing. And yet their choices will testify of what their desires really are. The proof is in the pudding, isn't it? If you really have something working on the inside of the inside, it begins to shape and mold your desires. And therefore, it begins to have authority over your choices.